The Catch, a punk rock band formed by Lennox and Stewart, was their first collaboration. The Tourists changed their name after releasing one record as The Catch in 1977. Although the Tourists had some commercial success, they were said to have had a negative experience. They decided that their next endeavor should be far more adaptable and devoid of aesthetic compromises. When Lennox and Stewart decided to become a duo, they were experimenting with a portable mini synthesizer. Eurythmics was their moniker. The couple separated after signing with RCA Records. Connie Plank, who had produced the later Tourist sessions, produced Lennox and Stewart's first album in Cologne. Can's Holger Schukai and Jockey Liebzeit, Blondie's Klemberg, DAF's Robert Gorel, and flutist Tim Weeder all contribute to the album. Guitarist Robert Pomfrey co-wrote a handful of the tracks, who later became a TV director. Although the debut song Never Gonna Cry Again reached number 63 in the UK charts, the album was not a commercial success. They then went on to tour the album as a duo, traveling across the country in a horse-drawn carriage with backing tracks and electronics. In 1982, the duo relocated to Chalk Farm in London, where they set up a tiny 8-track studio with the help of a bank loan. In collaboration with Reynard Faulkner and Adam Williams, they began to use a lot more electronics in their music. However, the 3 new singles